I didn't say it on the offensive intro video, but you always want to have your bunch to the wide side of the field. So I'm on the left hash mark, so I want my bunch to the right. So I have them on the right here. Like that with any bunch formation, except maybe like 2% of the time. Anyways, bunch X nasty, probably my second favorite formation after bunch strong. The best plays that I like in here are this mesh traffic. Halfback base is not great, but it is an okay run play. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't like any of these. And then whip double spot, really good against zone. Those little curls and hitches find the soft spots and zones, so it's good against people that call cover 2 for 3 for short yardage, or you can even sometimes pick up about 10 yards. I don't like the other two plays, and then I really like deep flood. Couple of hot routes on it. It can be good against zone and man. Inside zone, best run on this formation. And then drive halfback under, which is pretty solid against man and okay against zone. And then lastly, Z-spot goal line, as the name says, great in the red zone, great for 2-point conversions and at the goal line. And I don't use the QB sweep or the mesh spot. So going with the first play is mesh traffic. Here are my audibles, just so you can see. Z-spot goal line again, because if you get a bomb and you want to go to this goal line play, inside zone, always got to have a zone or a run play. This one needs short yardage, and then mesh traffic, which is my favorite. Okay, mesh traffic. We will go through that. So I like to put my square on a return route. Again, decent against man on an outside receiver. Could be better at the slot. And then X on a corner. Again, great man beater. And then circle on a fade. So the R1, the slot, and the outside receiver on the right are good clear out routes. Sometimes you might be able to hit one of them if the zones play right. But those are good clear out routes. And then we'll have X and your running back on a high-low on the right side, and then your trail concept with the return route. So typically what I look for, my first read is for my running back, and then it will go my tight end. But I am always at the beginning of the play looking to see if my seam, my streak is going to be open, but I quickly look, and if he's not, then I look down to my tight end and running back. So here we go. First play, triangle, he's open. You're not going to get a bunch of yards, but he can get you a couple. And this is against random defenses, so we'll see what they throw at us. X, just wide open. Again, just cooks man. And I have pretty good linebackers on my cut team. He's just cooking them. So it looks like they're in cover 4. So again, pass lead that up. Bad pass. Should throw it to underneath. So again, look for my streak. He's not there. Triangle. Yep, triangle. So sometimes just take your easy yards. So that is the number 1 right there. I'm going to go through these quickly. As I said, I'll send those videos or the photos. And then another one I like is put the circle on a short corner, so stem him down. R1 again on the streak like always. Drag the tight end, put the square on a post. So this is a good against zone. The streak will clear out the deep zones, and sometimes you can hit square underneath, especially cover 3 and 2. And then drags, as always, just really good against man and getting underneath. And then this flat route by the running back is very quick for a high-low on the right side. So we'll look, got that drag wide open. The streak was open too, but I'll take my drag any day for that. Let's see if we can hit the corner. Pass lead that down. That's a bad pass lead. He was open. You got to pass lead that well. You could also put square on a deep cross. Deep cross and post pretty much do the same thing. Yeah, that was man. Corner cooked him. I was looking. All right, let's see. Looks like they're blitzing. Let's see. We might be able to hit the go route. Oh, drag. Drag's always going to be good against blitz. So that is the number 2 hot route that I like to do. Again, I'll let you look at that right there. Number 3, circle, put him on a speed out. R1 on a post, and then we are going to do that mesh concept. So this is really good against man right there, but we don't want that your running back to go to the right as well, because then him and Smith, which is my outside receiver, will bump into each other. So a lot of times I'll block my running back, or you can put him on an angle, put him on a streak, put him on a wheel. Wheel might be good to clear out for that tight end. But any of those options, so we'll try that. First look is that speed out. That was bad play. But anyways, first look is always going to be the speed out. So he's covered, drag. Yeah, mesh concepts are just so good against man. So that is the concept number 2. I'll show it one more time. Again, you can do whatever you want with the running back. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that is it for that play. And then Deep Flood is very few audibles I make to this one, so it's a pretty good play stock. Then I put circle or my outside bunch receiver on a return, and then my running back on a flat. So the first looks that I see or that I go for on this one is my first look is the tight end on this really good flat, and then next is my running back, and then after that I typically look for R1 and then my return route. So X, yeah, that wasn't a good pass, but it works out. Sadiq's pretty good. Okay, so again, running back on a flat, return route right here. That flat by the tight end is just very good. This is a good, I know I'm not showcasing it well. Yeah, I'm throwing bad balls. But anyways, that is that play, and I do have very good success against people with this play. Usually I'll have my tight end just wide open. So good against man, probably better against man, but it's decent against zone. And then lastly, we have drive halfback under, which there are a bunch of different ways you can do this one. Again, bunch on the wide side. So this corner on square, he can, I don't know what just happened there, but we'll allow it. That corner is actually really good. I hardly ever run him, keep him on that, but let's see how good he is. Yeah, that's a bad ball. But anyways, that corner can be good against man, if you know it's man. But if I don't do that, I put him on an in route, and then I stem him up twice with up on the D-pad. Go right there, and then I send my tight end on a streak, as the route that he has is pretty bad. So we have a mesh concept with my running back and my outside receiver on the right, and then we have 2 deep in routes by the slot and then the outside receiver on the left. So this is a very good man beating play, just because all the in routes and the mesh concept. Let's see. Against zone, square gets open very well. It doesn't look like he is doing that. I don't run this play very often, but I have ran it with really good success. And typically, the most open receiver is the outside of the bunch, which is circle. Against man, typically he gets open. So that is it for Bunch X Nasty, I believe. Yes. Okay, that is it for Bunch X Nasty. Again, my number 2 formation after bunch strong offset.